Hello, Lainey here. Thought I'd do another live. Why the hell not? So I've basically, how are you? Hope you're all good. Here's me in good old Brisbane, Australia. Five things that I've learned through starting my business. So I started my business in August of 24, and five things that I have learned since then. All right, so let's get into it. So, five things. First thing, personal development, learning about the mindset, learning about, the belief that you can do this. So, actually really asking yourself, going within, connecting with your soul and your heart, obviously, same thing, and really, really, what is it that you want? Yeah. So, and then getting clear on your vision, having the why in business I've learned is so critical. You need to have the why. So it needs to, when you're having those shit days, you can't be bothered, just like going to the gym, you can't be fagged. So you've got to have the why, like the obligation. The obligation, that's the other thing I've learned, the obligation to provide for my clients and to show up and to be there every day and to show up. So that's sort of one thing that I've learned. Another massive thing that I've learned is having mentors. So I started the business, and about 2 to 3 months into the business, I'm like, oh, yeah, like I can do all this myself. And turns out, no, you can't. so having mentors is absolutely so important. So at the moment, I've got two. But I've had a couple others over time, and I am looking into getting more, and I only follow entrepreneurs. All right. So that's the other thing with the mentoring thing, with learning about business. I don't follow or interact much with these people who are low business people. I do want to be a couple of steps ahead of myself and of this thing so that I can learn. But ultimately, I'm learning from billionaires, millionaires. Um, yeah. So that's one thing, is you've got to get mentors. I know that it's obviously expensive to be dealing with those guys, but believe me, if you believe, wink, wink, and not in that way, but wink, wink, you can actually get connected with them anyway. For instance, with manifestation and such, one thing that I've learned through all this as well is, I manifested a free course. So a 4-day program for free with entrepreneur who's worth about $130 million. So number two. Number three, you got to commit to it. It's got to be discipline. Yeah. You've got to dive straight in. I resigned from my job and I started this business 2 weeks later. And I'm in here in my office, right? Full time, doing it all the time. I've just put a TikTok on. I've just done an Instagram thing. I've been typing things up, putting them on. I'm just getting out there, showing up, showing up, showing up. So yeah, so that's another thing. What else have I learned? Obviously, watching your budget. Like you've got a budget that you've got to go by, and whether you're able to sign up for things. Which things are going to be good, which things are going to be bad. Always listening to the gut. I actually rejected one this morning. So not being afraid to say no, and just listen to that gut. If it feels a bit off or whatever, it's not the right thing. Say no and move on. Obviously, getting plenty of sleep is important. Obviously, drinking water. Cheers. Good diet, and working around your family. Yeah. So I've got 2 kids. So I basically 2 teenagers. So I work around them. Yeah. And it's awesome. So, meditation, I've learned to do that, connecting with my soul. And, obviously the biggest thing is listening to your gut and what it wants to guide you on what to do. So they're just some of the things that I've learned. So getting a mentor, getting mentors, watching your budget and all of that with business. Obviously, even other things, I could go on for hours, getting your ABN number, you've got to get that organized. You've got to get insurances organized, public liability and the other one. What's the other one? See, I'm still learning, you can tell. Um, Professional indemnity. Yeah. So you got to get those, all that sort of thing in place. Tax, you've got to get sorted. Solicitors, all of that sort of stuff, even down to the point making sure you've got a will, all these things. You've got to get your documentation in order. Yeah. So anyway, so there are a few things. I just thought I'd put it out there, like I've started a business. It's less than 1 year. It's a baby. And I just thought that, let people follow along on my journey a little bit. And, I'll be excited to see myself in 1 year and 2, 5, 10 years down the track. My goals: public speaking, mentoring, coaching, and personal development. Becoming an author, which I've actually just signed up to do a co-author of a book, which will be coming out, I believe, next year, which is very exciting with an entrepreneur. Gosh, there's just these things in the pipelines. So, and just action. My company is called Proactive Transformation. Proactive. You need to be proactive to get shit done. Yeah. So, yeah. And one joke, I don't know. I just like to say this, I'm not 22 years old anymore. I'll put it out there. I'm 53. So 53 and started my first business ever. So, but yeah, I've got a list of things here. I've got, workbooks here. I've got, where is it? There it is, working phone. People can reach me. Facing fears, my current fear at the moment, because they're all ceilings, or ceilings of breaking through so that you can get to the next level, higher energy frequencies. One of mine at the moment, and I'll be completely raw and authentic, my latest fear is getting my first client. I don't have a client yet. I don't care. I'm putting it all out there because I'm authentic and I'm real and I'm a human being. And every human being has fears. So that's my latest. Once I get a client or two and get some confidence with that, and then sky's the limit. So, the amount of fears that I've broken through already, and it's just completely going into that unknown and just showing up, doing it day after day after day after day. If you still have your full-time job or whatever, great, that's fine. Keep going, but commit and be disciplined with what your dream is to be able to push forward and move forward. Celebrate all the wins as well. I bought myself, nice bottle of red wine the other day. Celebrate the wins. There's so much I can teach you from what I've learned in 1 year. The mistakes that you make, you get frustrated with yourself, all the rest of it, just let it go. Have your little minute or two of grieving that you've made a mistake and you fucked it up and you're annoyed. Let it go. Even one thing I've been learning is Canva. It's like trying to understand Canva, but you don't know how to do it or whatever, so just put it aside, come back to it tomorrow, come back to it in 3 days, play with it again, and then lo and behold, you've got it. Just keep showing up. All right. Anyway, there are a few things that I've learned. Kept it under 10 minutes. That's nice. And looking forward to the next installment. And I love that all you guys are connecting. You're not really connecting through here, YouTube, which is fine. Absolutely fine. I know that it will happen. And but you're connecting heaps through Facebook, and you're connecting to me via TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of that. So, obviously I know in time that you'll connect through YouTube as well. So eternally grateful for all of your support, and excited to connect to you. And whoever wants to be my first client in personal development, learning about your ego, limiting beliefs and soul, etc., I'm all for it, and I'm excited to get things rolling along, fears and all. So anyway, love you from transformation. Love you. Transform your life. Yeah. So live your dreams your way and be proactive. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for listening.